gonna be me again, isn't it?
17.
14.
Cody.
Oh,
Wait. Let me roll first.
Yes, please.
Yeah, it's Cody.
Ah, dang it.
Alright.
Eugene, do you want to give the recap?
Yes.
Why don't you go ahead?
I'll recap
It's like
only
it's
using
always
those
him.
images I sent.
Alright, so...
If you remember, you started last session getting beaten.
Yes, we got beaten. We were kicked out of the thing.
So what happened
Of the roadhouse, is what I call. I have a thing. Called the money.
The Carnath Roadhouse.
Carnath Roadhouse. And so then we hunted out the way out that you found. Found a bunch of tracks of the lizard folk. Followed that because I made a note saying we followed the money. Because I love a good hunt. Alright. So we followed it, led to a swamp. We went to the swamp. We found the island where we were pretty sure there was a way station from the roadhouse to where its final destination was. We slept. I was distracted. Lizardmen attacked via boat. It went well for us because we had our warlock who used ice knife, killed a bunch of them. Then we saved one. What was his name?
Snapjaw.
Yes. Who was Farblex Splattergoo?
He's one of the
He was the
leaders.
bullying shaman of the frog people. Okay, that's him. He's now our new best friend. Why do you know his name? And he gave us lowdown of this castle, which is the castle of...
Let's throw our minis onto there. There's your dragon. There's potions.
Oh wait, did
Which mini
we
were you using?
start last session picking up where he got beaten up?
Yeah.
And then we all got beaten up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one can I use for my thing?
That explains why I have a note here.
Well,
Since threats
wait.
to potion seller.
Use
So wait,
this
you
one.
got beaten up in the tunnel.
So yeah, we left off on
okay.
the
So what
cliffhanger.
happened is if you recall,
Because I thought we were winning.
we did, and then he comes up and Bogluck, the orc guy, is like,
Oh,
"How
right,
dare
because you ran super fast.
Yeah, and then he comes out back into the roadhouse. Bogluck finds him and says, "All right, you have two choices. I beat you up, throw you out, or I beat everyone up and throw you all out." And he chose violence.
For all of us.
Yes.
Thank you.
And so
No, I mean, like, I'm here for that decision.
so he
That
got
was a bad
beaten up.
decision.
I had only 6 hit points, or maybe I would have tangled with him.
Oh, no.
I decided to say, I'm giving you, like,
That's
no...
right, you had barely survived.
Yeah.
Okay.
With 6 hit points. Thanks to you, I survived.
We got beat to a pulp.
And so then he beat us all down to 1 hit point. Threw us out to the swamp. We found a place the rest of the night. Then we decided to follow the money. Got beat up by lizardmen. Saved one. He seemed awesome. Turns out there's a labor dispute over at this castle over here.
And there's some
Where you've got the
bully-
lizardmen who are like the grunts. And then there's management, which is the bullywogs, which are frog people.
You have to
And then there's the
spit when you say bully.
cultists, which is the people who just supervise everything. And the lizard guy is just like, yeah, we need to kick out those frog people, or talk to their god.
These actually, like, lizard and frog people?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Like
lizard and frog
humanoid, but lizard and frog? Or
Yes.
just, like, human-sized lizards and frogs?
They're humanoid lizards and frogs, so there are giant lizards and giant frogs.
Okay.
So,
Like Mark Zuckerberg.
So, the bully ones are disgusting.
So you have to spit every time you say that?
You say them and then you spit,
Why?
because that's what.
Is it just like a cultural thing?
Oh,
That's what Snapchat does.
Snapchat. Yeah, Snapchat does it every time.
They're actually really
Is
good.
that the lizard dude?
Yep.
Okay.
They have
He's our new best friend.
they have,
Although I'm pretty sure he
They're
wants
so
to eat me.
You need to
I
know.
rolled a 1 on my insight check, so I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure he talks about how he likes horse meat.
Oh, that's scary. Yeah, I wouldn't like
I'm
that.
pretty sure he wants to eat me. But yeah, they have their god, which is a big black ancient dragon to the south, named Lord Vargamanthar.
Vargamantha.
Vargamanthar.
I was actually mistaken. He's not an ancient dragon. He's merely an adult black dragon.
Oh, okay. So
Then let's go rough him up.
An adult black dragon or blood dragon?
black.
Here, use this
Blood
for
dragon, that
snapshot.
sounds
Blood dragon.
terrible.
So-
I don't know.
Like the older sibling of Ingrid.
Oh, okay.
What's the older
And there's a total of 80 lizards, 80 frogs hang out on the inside of the castle, 30 frogs hang out on the outside of the castle. They also tend to fill up their little huts while leaving other ones empty. That's just the way
They go to sleep.
They fill up their huts.
they sleep in pods.
Oh, so like there will be empty houses, but because they're all in one.
They're all in one.
They
or
choose
two.
their huts by convenience. So the closest ones to the castle are filled with them stacked on top of each other, while the
Okay.
ones that are farther out are empty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we know if they're cold-blooded? Is that part of why they sleep
Well, they're
in
amphibious.
stacks?
It makes sense.
Well,
And they
a
sleep-
lizard's not amphibious.
They sleep in
Yeah,
Lizards
well,
are
I was thinking
outside.
of the frogs. The frogs are amphibious.
They
Lizards are
sleep
not.
in mud
Is it-
up to their eyes and noses.
Who does?
The bully ones.
And so wait, is it the lizards then that are sleeping in the huts all
No,
piled up?
the frogs.
It's
pile
the frogs. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, we're just trying to help the frogs unionize.
Lizards.
Yes, that's right. Jeez, even I got it mixed up again.
Racist.
Yep,
Oh,
3
geez.
factions.
More like a species.
Lizard folk, bullywugs, and cultists. Cultists are like upper management, holding together the bullywugs, who are kind of like they're, you could call them an armed force, the main guard, but
the middlemen.
mostly they have strength in numbers. And then the lizard folk, the evil bullywug shaman murdered their leader, so they're being exploited by both the bullywugs and the cultists for their labor and their skills in hunting and traversing the marsh.
Are they outnumbered?
Yeah, at any given time there's only about 40 lizard folk in the castle, whereas the bullywugs have probably 40 or so on the inside, probably more, and then probably several dozen more on the outside.
We killed a few of the lizard men.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. A lot of the lizard.
So to summarize, got beat up by the innkeeper, got kicked out. We decided to follow the gold, went into the swamp. The lizard people attacked us. We kept one alive, and he seems to be kind of friendly. So we're going to help him free his lizard folk friends, and hopefully in the process get that gold that the cultists are storing in the castle.
They really do.
Has there been much investigation done on the validity of what's going on in this castle?
He could be lying to us.
I
That
don't
would be funny.
think he's clever enough to be lying.
I
It
only
seemed
ask
rather
because the
detailed.
cultists are really clever.
But
And
this
so,
isn't a cultist.
right, but if they're the ones who are in charge, then why would the bullywogs, who have the larger numbers, why would you not be using them as the lowest? Because then there would be more workers.
Well, I think they bully the bullywugs, and then the bullywugs bully the lizard men.
Okay.
A big
Okay,
part of it
cool.
is the bullywugs have a very powerful shaman leader named Farblix Battergoo.
Okay.
The name
Okay.
haunts the lizard people.
Yeah, Spattergoo murdered the,
Shaman.
no, he is a shaman. He murdered the lizard folks leader. So
Was
they're,
the lizard folks leader a shaman?
no,
Or is he just their leader?
just their leader.
Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah, again, I don't think they're intelligent enough to come up with this complex plan in order to lure us.
I always expect a trap.
Like,
I'm
It
still
was
alive.
less that and more me wondering if, like, how complex that structure was, to see if this was something as easy as convincing the cultists to just flip who's in charge of who, because like more like larger numbers, more workers, but I don't feel like that's the direction anybody needs to be pushing this story in.
My primary goal is to cause absolute chaos.
Oh,
And
a
then we
new
get in
goal
there.
for you.
I want the gold.
Are you in
Already.
there alone?
No, we're all
We're
together
all in
right
there,
now.
okay.
Yeah, we're all together.
At the moment, I'm going to rewind a little bit from last week and say that you guys wake up at that halfway point to the castle. You've already defeated the lizard folk. Snapjaw has joined you. You've already had your discussion and had a long rest. As you guys are getting up, moving about, getting ready to make your way to the castle, you're breaking camp when a husky voice calls out from very close by. Whoever this person was, they managed to sneak very close to the camp without being heard.
Uh-oh.
The voice pipes up and says,
That's the one I use every week. The one with the spikes. Wait. I didn't know the difference.
one has a big circle on the back.
Yep.
The voice,
Circle was distracting.
the voice pipes up and says, "Do you know how hard it was for me to find you? After you guys got kicked out of the Karnath Roadhouse, I had to track you down through this nasty swamp myself." Your heads turn and you see
Hey!
Jamna Gleamsilver.
Yeah!
Hey, I remember her. Silver runs poison.
I don't like
Yeah.
her.
No, she's great. She poisons people.
Yeah, I also
Yep.
think that she's the one who killed that cultist.
Oh, she totally was. Jamna
But then
is
again, we all killed cultists now, so we're all cultists. But
Jamna is a member of the Thieves Guild, and she has decided to accompany you until she decides not to anymore. And that's pretty much all it says in the book.
her name is
Okay.
Jenna.
Jamna,
Jamna.
Jamna, Gleamsilver. I'm not sure if it's a.
Really stretching out that storyline.
I'm not sure if it's like an error in the book's part, but like it says in the last chapter when you guys are meeting with the guys heading north that Jamna would like to accompany the party to see how things go or something like that. I mean, I'm going to read exactly what it says.
You said she's in the Thieves Guild?
Yeah.
She's a sneaky rogue type person.
Probably evil.
Maybe
Okay.
a little bit.
Jamna expresses her desire to stick with the party until they uncover the treasure's destination. That's at the beginning of chapter 5, and that's the last time she's mentioned in the book.
That's funny.
Are you really?
Yeah, so I have to figure out what to do with her.
Yeah,
She steals the gold.
But-
Actually, that's a valid concern. We should be on the watch for that.
But, yes, Jamna Gleamsilver is joining you, played by Jacob today. Thank you, Jacob.
You're welcome.
She's just kind of a self-serving rogue who, yes, cares about the party, but more important is her own skin.
We already got paid for the gold to guard the caravan, right? That was before we got to the roadhouse.
we did get some money out of that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
A little bit.
And then does a long sleep regenerate any health, or do you just have to take potions?
No,
A
it
long
should
rest.
regenerate everything.
Oh, okay, so I
Resets
can
you to full.
regenerate.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
hit
there-
long rest.
If you're, well, what you do.
A good night's sleep, it's amazing what it'll do for you.
It might cure your disease.
Won't cure a disease.
It might
But-
cure your
See
sickness.
that,
From this point on, Jacob, you're playing Jamna Gleamsilver. She's a gnome. Her stats are there, and she has kind of a
Okay.
Awesome,
husky
thank
voice,
you.
if you
Very
want to
cool.
do the voice. Nope, too husky. Just think of a lady who smokes too much.
Doesn't really give me a voice.
Speaking of diseases, potion seller. As you awaken,
Diseases.
Oh,
you
my potions are too strong for you.
you feel something that's probably too strong for you, as there is what feels like a flood breaking against a dam,
I shouldn't have
using at your external sphincter.
I shouldn't have eaten that lizard folk.
You have an urgent need to use the privy.
I suppose that necessitates movement to the privy.
Okay, make another Constitution saving throw.
Alright. Hold on. I'm supposed to be good at these. That's why I ate the acidified, liquefied lizard folk in the first place. Okay, here we go.
Oh, Cody, put your dragon on there too.
Which one's the dragon?
The one you drew.
Ah, yes.
Gonna need all your help you get today.
Alright, do it. That's just a straight roll. Hold on. Constitution saving throw. 20.
Okay, that's a success. You have the absolute worst poop of your life.
Ah!
As
It burns.
It does burn. It's the most acidic diarrhea you've ever had.
Oh my
But
gosh.
you managed to avoid the poisoned condition for the day.
What did you eat?
Not my food, obviously. So what happened is, Ingrid... So after we killed the lizard folk,
yeah,
we dumped all the bodies into this little pit, and then she barfed acid all over the bodies, doing her thing, and then began eating, to bond with my daughter here. I went and ate some of the acid melted lizard folk with her. And
that's a noble pursuit.
yeah, and it was okay. Except for I had to pay for it the next
You
morning.
could have died.
Yes, probably, but
Well, parenting is a dangerous profession.
it is.
Well, at least you're not poisoned for the day.
Which I've got a spell for that, so even if I did get poisoned.
He is the poison master.
Very good. You guys load into the canoes, and you take off into the swamp. Before long, as you're making your way through the swamp, following blaze marks carved into trees, the castle comes into view.
It's like the most digitized image I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I had to zoom in quite a bit. Okay. Castle Naerytar was built on dry land. Then a deep, dry moat was dug around it. When the mere expanded and surrounded the castle site, the moat flooded and overflowed. Now the whole site is swampy, and large pools of standing water dot the clearing. The castle was built on exposed bedrock, so its foundation is sound and mostly dry, even a century after the flooding. Tangled brush and trees grow to within 20 feet of the walls on 3 sides of the castle. Only the front, the southern face, is clear. As you guys pull up to the castle, you notice that the castle itself is quite tall. There is an entryway. This little thing here is what's it called? A barbican. So the only way to enter the castle, short of wading the moat and climbing the walls, is if you look, there is some planks leading up to an opening here.
There he is.
Is there a doorway, or is it just
So we're
lead straight in?
done with that image. We'll go to the map. So from Snapjaw's description, all of these huts are occupied by the bullywugs. These longhouses, and they are quite long, each square is 20 feet, which makes this map kind of a pain. Each of these longhouses is where the lizard folk population is. I guess these are longhouses as well. As you pull up to the castle, you get out and you are approached by a group of 9 lizard folk.
Nope. Snapjaw.
The lizard folk bear their weapons and snap.
All right. Who's the ones that speak Draconic?
I don't speak Draconic.
You speak Draconic?
Yeah.
All right. So you gotta talk with Snapjaw for us.
Make sure that you speak it and not just understand it.
Yep. Snapjaw steps forward. The lizard folks, they bare their spears and say, "Who approaches?" Snapjaw goes forward and says, "It is I, Snapjaw. I bring reinforcements sent by the cult." He's sweating a little bit, but the lie goes unnoticed as the other lizard folk they nod their heads and step aside.
So you
Yes,
do-
I do speak it, yeah.
Oh, okay. So we should probably ask why he lied.
Like right now, why he lied?
Yeah, because like we're supposed to help the lizard folk.
Does Snapjaw know me already for...
Yeah, everyone is with you guys, but some of them, those who are missing, have swamp fever, so they're
yes,
just
yes.
blindly following along, barely conscious.
Yeah, in one of my games, they're cardboard cutouts. They just planets in the ground. That person's here, that person's here, that person's here.
I love
They
it.
don't do much. But they do exist.
So Snapjaw speaks Draconic then?
Yeah, all the lizard folk do.
Oh, okay. So can I whisper? I would like to whisper to him then. Ask him why he lied just now.
In kind of an aside, he says, "Just wait. Wait till we're inside." He then leads you, not toward the entrance of the castle, but toward the longhouses. As you guys walk, you do see the huts of the bullywugs. A dozen or more huts are placed haphazardly on the boggy ground. Each is shaped like a slightly flattened dome. The doorways are open, but a low, short tunnel forces a creature to crawl into the hut. They are made of reeds woven through a lattice, with a generous layer of mud, grass, and dung smeared over the whole thing. Mud, swamp water, and muck slops between the huts, and even flows in and out of the low, open doorways.
What is even having a hut?
Are you sure this is not from the Bullywugs?
There are,
Bullywugs ones are worse.
looking over, there are occasional giant frogs hopping between the huts. This is the Bullywug area. Snapjaw leads you to the longhouses, which, in contrast, are made from reeds bound into long, thick bundles and bent into upside-down U-shaped ribs. The spaces between the ribs are latticed and thatched with more reeds. Each longhouse has a single woven door in the center of one end wall. The construction technique used in the longhouses is ingenious. Inside, the longhouses are roomy and well ventilated. The ground is covered with reed mats, and the interior is dry and airy. Snapjaw leads you into one of the empty ones. And this is going to be tough because each of these squares is 20 feet. So I kind of have to match it up. So there's 5, 10, 15, 20.
You can make approximate.
Yeah, it doesn't make it exact.
10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, that's it, more or less.
Shall we all enter therein?
Alright, so now that you guys are in the longhouse, Snapjaw turns to face you, and he says, "It occurs to me that it would be prudent of me to spread the word that you are here. I just told that lie to gain you entrance to the to the castle. But if we were to begin the violence now, I'm afraid many lizard folk would be caught up and stand against us. You must allow me some time to spread the word among my fellow conspirators. You are welcome to stay here, or, on the other hand, you're also welcome to enter the keep.
Oh, that's nice. The cult won't.
It is very likely that no one would recognize you, and reinforcements sent by the half-orc are not uncommon.
But doesn't that one lady recognize you?
There's a couple of people that probably would recognize me.
Which one, lady?
Well, there's a black dragon person.
Oh, yes. That would be problematic. You see, Rezmir does
Yeah,
see
that's
this
it. Jeez.
castle as hers.
You see, she burned like this really, like if you look, like this really cool, like pitted scar I have on my haunch, that was her.
It's shaped like Eberron.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Well, if you're willing to take the risk, I know that Rezmir, when she is here, spends most of her time in the observatory.
Let's
All right,
let's
so-
just blow it up.
Well, first, just to get this out of the way, Splattergoo, the cleric guy, I don't suppose we just straight up challenge him 1-to-1 combat to the death.
Why don't
My
we
friend, I
surprise
think
attack?
you misunderstand the cowardice of bullywugs.
Oh, okay.
Why don't we just surprise him? Like, why don't we just surprise attack? Like, kill him while he's sleeping or something.
We could. But you can't really sneak up on him when he's sleeping, because he's usually sleeping with a lot of others.
I was going to say, he's probably right in the middle of a bullywug sandwich pile.
Yes, it would be very difficult to find
Do we have any?
Spattergoo on his own.
Do we have any explosives or anything?
Yeah, like, are not all the bullywugs bad? Isn't their sleeping
Well,
situation
I
actually
imagine-
We're a little
conducive
biased.
for-
I imagine of all the people we've killed, just statistically 1 or 2 probably had a loving home and family and was just down on his luck. But, we try not to think about that.
But I mean, these guys are all piled up together inside of a house, so I think that is their family, right? Like,
Yeah,
The
but
lizard
that's why
folk
we're
or the
aware.
bullywugs?
the bullywugs. I'm just thinking it would be a really quick and effective way to fix the problem.
By
Making friends.
murder all of them?
Yeah, just like if you can't find him while he's sleeping, just like, I don't know. He said explosives. I'm just going off
Oh,
of that.
okay. For a minute there, I was like, you were trying to have a non-violent
No,
solution.
it was a violent
like,
solution
I wanna
because
go
he
through this.
suggested explosives.
Oh,
We
okay.
could use a magical fire on the exterior of their huts.
They are flammable. Are they flammable? Are the bullywugs? Because, like you did mention, one set of huts was particularly flammable.
Did I?
Oh, maybe
I don't remember that.
Wishful thinking.
not. Probably.
But they only
A
have
desire
one
for
entrance,
fire.
though, right?
It wouldn't
Of
be
the
the
castle?
first
No, the
cultist
huts.
structure I had
Yes,
sort of
there are
set
quite
on
a few
fire.
huts, though.
There are a lot of huts, aren't there?
We could burn all of them.
Yeah.
All
a
right,
lot.
so do we want to investigate the keep?
You don't.
Start violence. Yeah, it's probably not ideal for me to go in. First, I'm terrible at sneaking. Second, I'm very recognizable.
Well, we definitely need to come up with a plan because what do we want? Let's focus on our goal, right? I think we need to get the gold.
Yes,
That's what I'm here for.
that's what
I mean,
we're all
you guys
here
could have your own motives. That's
There's
okay.
gold in this castle
The
here.
go-
that we're
The
looking for.
gold
Yeah.
is both the reward and the target.
So
Because the gold will bring back Hail Tiamat.
The
And
castle is filled with many treasures, but the gold you speak of, the shipments, are taken to the dungeon, from whence they do not return.
Okay,
So
but
remember
inside
the gold
the
I was
keep.
trying to steal at
See?
the inn?
Yeah.
They brought it here,
Okay.
so that's what we're after.
Yeah, we want the gold to foil Tiamat and also be rich because of it.
Yes. Yes. So the goal is gold.
Yes.
Yes. And the gold is in the dungeon.
Yes.
So how do we disguise you?
Well,
You don't sneak.
no.
So we gotta disguise you, right?
Well, you guys, the three of you, are probably decent sneakers. You can go and investigate the keep, and I can work on perhaps union of negotiations.
Nothing
Okay.
brings
And
together
then-
lizard folk like food.
they probably do eat similar things too. You could probably make up.
Well, they're
something
mostly
back to some-
carnivores, so it's
You're
not
in
like
a
they have a
bog,
huge.
right? Make fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why fish? Why not alligator?
Lizards and
Are there
alligators?
alligators in bogs?
Yes, of course.
I wonder how lizard
Are
folk
there?
would look upon that.
In a bog.
Yes.
In the
Okay.
swamp, there are crocodiles, giant frogs, giant lizards, giant spiders.
Swamp,
everything.
swamp.
They're a different thing.
Okay, I am an illiterate.
No, odious.
I don't think
you may find a shambling mound or two.
Nice.
A bog has less water.
I don't think that's a good idea because the lizards, alligators.
Except
are
for shambling mounds have a root inside them that's powered by lightning, which is awesome.
They're also really deadly.
Yeah.
Like, not the alligators.
Yeah, they're also very dead.
You may also encounter Yuan-Ti hunting party,
Snake people.
maybe even some willow-wisps.
Oh.
I used willow whips in a
Yes.
campaign. once.
Okay, so
Hey, traveler, no following any lights.
Step 1 to this plan, you guys are going to investigate the keep.
Okay.
I say here, prepare to cause absolute chaos.
Okay.
And then, when you guys re-emerge, we decide if we go with plan chaos or plan sneak.
I'm down.
I want to go with Plan Chaos. I like that one better. A lot better.
Well, let's take a look inside this place.
Looking at you, Snapjaw says, in that case, stay here, await my return. I'll bring...
You don't want me to wander around out here, help out, lift some stuff. I'm really good at lifting. I'm really great at carrying things. As you can see, I'm like 90% muscle.
Just a moment. And he scampers out on all fours to go speak with some of his other lizard folk friends.
Stats here.
If I need to disguise myself, I do have a disguise kit that I have for
We'll just make you a man riding a horse
yeah.
in the castle.
Let's see. The lizard folk have 5 main duties. One is cleaning up the castle, clearing debris, and carrying treasure from the work camp to the castle. Tending the giant lizards.
That gives me an idea.
Hunting, fishing, and gathering to feed everyone at the castle.
Okay, moving debris, I'm great at. Hunting, I'd be decent.
They act as the castle's far-ranging scouts and guards.
Okay, moving treasure. Is there treasure in the needing to be moved?
Not at the moment.
Alright.
The treasure that has been brought to the castle has already been taken down to the dungeons.
Are they expecting another shipment soon?
In fact, they are not.
Okay. Well, then I will occupy myself with removing debris. Unless Snapjaw thinks I would be great at something else.
I'm trying to think if there's any places that need active clearing of debris.
See, I've gone and foiled the GM's plans.
I was gonna say we could all pretend that we were like treasure, get inside of a box, and then they would take us straight to the treasure.
Ooh.
But if they're not expecting a shipment of treasure,
If you want to stay behind with the lizard folk, probably the most helpful thing you could do is to help them hunt, fish, and gather, and then cook them up a meal.
I will do
to
that. then.
bring them together as raise their morale. They've been kind of feeling down since
You
their
bet.
leader was killed.
I will cook them up a fantastic meal.
we just need to find them a new god.
They don't need a new god. They need a new leader.
But they can also get a new
Tomato,
god too.
tomato.
It could be angry.
One that produces potions.
So, potion sellers staying behind with the lizard folk.
No, Traveler is staying behind with the baby.
That's right. Traveler staying behind. Let's put Traveler on the side for now. Can you put you on like the? Yeah, there we go.
He's just too recognizable. I'm sorry.
And
I
Snapjaw leads the rest of you toward the gate. The Barbican, around the water, up toward the Barbican, there is an opening. In ancient times, let's see, this is the only entrance into the castle that's used. When the castle was built, a pair of stout wooden gates and an iron portcullis closed off this 12-foot wide, 10-foot high gateway. The gates are never closed. They now sag on their hinges so badly that it's not worth the effort of levering them into place. The portcullis is also still there, but it is rusted and doesn't look too reliable. It's kind of jammed up into the top.
A little Jiffy Lube won't help. WD-40.
Snapjaw leads you up a 10-foot wide set of planks. Zoom out just a little bit. Let's see. Do Yeah, that's about right. Snapjaw leads you up some planks that are 10 feet wide into the Barbican. Sloppy mud.
The Barbican?
Barbican.
Yeah, that's a new word for me. And I love medieval stuff.
Barbican. What in the world is a Barbican?
Yeah, so it's kind of strange. If you look at the castle from above, this is the castle. The castle is entirely closed off. Picture Helm's Deep. The castle is closed off, and there is a causeway right here leading to a smaller building called the Barbican. Barbican is a 2-story extension of the castle with the gate here. You enter in. It's like a courtyard filled with stone floor. And there's a roof where archers can be posted to fire arrows down on enemies. Archers can also fire down onto the causeway from the Barbican. And there is a trapdoor here that can be closed off.
Oh, delightful.
But as you enter the Barbican, your senses are assaulted by the reek of bullywugs. Sorry, the 20... Oh, crap, what do I do?
Bullywugs are stinky.
Yep.
I told him I said that.
Perfect. You guys are on wooden planks. Sloppy mud covers the stone floor of this large chamber. Planks have been laid from the gateway to the causeway entrance to create a 10-foot wide raised boardwalk for the cultists who don't enjoy walking through the mud the way bullywugs do. The slippery mud makes everywhere off the planks difficult terrain. So all this green stuff is difficult terrain. A few tables have been thrown together from planks laid across barrels, with crudely made benches for seats. The tables and benches are nearly as muddy as the floor. From the mud, you see the thick, pudgy eyes and wide, grotesque mouths of about 10 bullywugs, as well as at least one giant frog, all covered in mud and waiting. Seeing that you're being escorted by Snapjaw, they do not challenge you. And so you make your way past the disgusting Barbican, and as you walk past, you see a number of more bullywugs on the top, looking down at you.
Disgusting.
Eugene, can you move the minis to the middle?
It's going to be a tough fight to force our way into here.
Good thing we have an army.
Yes.
Yes, all 3 of you, all 4 of you.
What's that quote? So we have an RV. We have
Hulk.
I don't know what it is. I was going to say it was Draken.
No, I was saying we have the lizard men.
Yes.
You make your way along the 180-foot causeway and into the castle courtyard.
Beautiful architecture.
I don't want to zoom out and ruin the size of the grid, but I'm gonna. The main courtyard here.
Oh, I can't tell what everything is. Oh, that hurts my eyes. That hurts my brain.
Well, there's
Just the courtyard part.
several
There's.
stairwells.
I am gonna zoom in.
Thank you.
This courtyard, there's several entrances and doorways leading off, but in the main courtyard, you see, let's see, how many is it? You see 5 bullywugs covered in mud and stinking, lounging and laughing, as the same number of lizard folk, 5 of them, stand in the middle of the courtyard, drilling with their weapons.
Drilling, like practicing.
Yes.
Hmm.
On the far side of the courtyard, let me find a mini for him.
Can we just go to their whole village and just burn everything down?
Oh, they
Jacob,
thought about
what you
that.
fail to understand is that there's about 80 bullywugs.
Oh. Well, couldn't we block off all the entrances so that we can get out?
When it comes,
If you like, it seems the leader is very important. So if we assassinate him,
Throw
we
this
may-
guy right there.
If we kept him
And-
captive, we can maybe to keep him captive and then bullywugs you have to do it.
It's a good idea, but we're gonna
Show
shop
that guy on
it.
there too.
Right now we're on a
Alright, where is
reconnaissance mission.
Right next to him. Across the courtyard, watching the lizard folk drill, are two figures. One of them appears to be an elvish warrior. The other one looks quite familiar, for it is none other than Osbor Joss.
See the dude covered in tattoos?
Yes, he is the Red Wizard of Thay.
Yep.
Intelligence.
Here we go. And without any further ado, Snapjaw leads you across the courtyard straight to the two men. As you approach, the elven warrior raises a hand and says, "Halt! Who are these?" Snapjaw looks at you all and says, "These are..." And he's speaking really, really bad. Oh, wait a minute. No, he would know. Yeah, he totally speaks Draconic. Snapjaw says, "Oh, these are reinforcements sent to reinforce the cult from Bog."
Bob Gluck was a cultist?
Snapjaw looks
I
at
don't
the
know
rest
if
of
he was a
you.
cultist or if he's just an opportunist.
Recruits, this is Dralmor Borngray. He is in charge of this castle, and you will report to him.
Hello.
As you approach, Osbra Joss looks at you all, and you see the gleam of recognition in his eyes. For you have traveled many months
Yeah, we know that
together
guy.
with him, and he recognizes you. Drelmor, for his part, the elf, looks to Osbra, says, "Osbra, is that true? Did Bog send these to reinforce us?" Osbra looks at you guys, looks at Drelmor, and says, "Why, yes, Bog did inform me that these would be joining us in the castle."
Interesting.
I don't have to say that.
Drelmor turns and says, "Very well, that seems acceptable. You shall have quarters in the southwestern tower. You must clear the southernmost room of any previous inhabitants, and it shall be yours. In fact, that is your first assignment. Clear that room, and it may be yours for the evening."
Oh, okay. How hard can that be?
No. You never say that.
Looking at Osbra, Dralmor says, "Seems like everything is under control here. I'm going to retire to my quarters." Turns and walks around the central keep, which is
Thank
here.
you, Grandmore.
I guess you have to go this way.
Thank you for telling the truth. I'm not lying.
Leaving you alone with the drilling lizard folk, kind of out of earshot, and Osbra Joss. The wizard, for his part, looks at all of you and says, "Quite a coincidence for us to meet here, don't you think?"
Guilty, man.
He does not respond to that. He looks at the rest of you and says, "I find it quite curious that you followed me here. I would like to speak alone with you. I will seek you out this evening.
Okay, leave us in a room.
Good luck with your first assignment." And with that, Osbra also goes around the keep and heads inside.
Okay.
So, you guys were assigned a room in the southwestern tower, which is this one. So this way is north, towards Chloe. This room is yours. The southeastern room of the southwestern tower.
Okay.
I'm really concerned about what these previous inhabitants were.
And with that, Snapjaw says, "Well, it seems you've been accepted here. I have work to do. I will go rejoin Traveler and see what he's accomplished so far." And Oh, he's not even on the board. Yes, he is. That's Snapjaw. Snapjaw hurries back toward the entrance. You take these two off as well. Okay. You guys are left standing in the corridor.
Let's maybe go check out the tower first so that we're not being suspicious. See what we're up against. And then we can regroup and see if there's other stuff that we want to explore before we go back to the tower.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah? Okay.
Alrighty. You guys head toward the... Let's see, which way do you want to go? You can go around the keep, or you can go through a door here, which accesses the tower.
Both?
Always go left in a maze.
Alright.
Direct route, then?
Yep.
Okay. You head left toward the one of the inner walls. And enter through a doorway into... So each of these is 20 feet. So 20 feet wide, 80 feet long, great hall. As you enter, the sound of dining and socializing reach your ears as you see at least 16 cultists. These are of a variety of races. There's human, dwarf, elven, dragonborn, just cultists of many, many different types. It appears this is where they eat their meals and conduct most of their business. You spot the robes of 12 cultists, or novitiates, as well as 4 dragon claws, the next rank.
Those guys typically use magic.
Did you level up to level 7?
The eastern end of the hall appears to be is used for dining and socializing. The western end of the hall is where contraband hauled in from Carnath Roadhouse is inspected, cleaned, sorted, and repacked before being carried down to the dungeon. The tables in that half of the hall are covered with valuables. So this half, covered with valuables. This half, about 20 cultists, some of higher ranks than others.
Full attention.
The southwest corner of the room is a makeshift carpentry shop. It appears to be a place where cultists build new chests and boxes to hold stuff. However, looking through anything will be quite difficult as the room is filled with cultists. And so you continue on into the...
That stuff is flammable, though, so if we need to, block off that hallway, we can try to do that.
Alrighty. Swamp water seeps into this chamber through a crack in the foundation to pool inches deep on the sagging stone floor and fill the air with a cloying, moldy stink. The cultists have laid a walkway of planks across the floor so they can walk between the 2 doorways without soaking their feet. This chamber isn't used for anything other than a passage between areas here and here. You walk across the planks, find yourselves here. Sorry, the castle's big and has lots of rooms.
It's all good.
Okay.
So just go through those, and once you're done there, then you should be good to go.
This chamber is empty except for a staircase that leads down.
Damn.
We should probably look at our room, too.
Check the ceiling whenever you're in a stairwell.
The ceiling?
Could be
Push you down the stairs.
Unrelated question to what's happening right now. If I wanted to speak to plants, is there a specific language I would need?
Sylvan, but they can't talk back.
So I can't hear them?
No.
But I can, talk to them and try to get, what's the point?
How much?
Okay. Cool.
I speak that.
Okay.
So I was not quite correct. The stairway does lead down, but there is another stairway directly above it, going up. So there are stairs going down and up.
Okay.
There's no doorway across either set of steps. Another doorway here is closed but not locked. This is the chamber that was your first assignment.
Should we just clear it real quick? Might as well get it out of the way. I'm gonna open the door. I'm too curious.
Okay.
Curious George.
This chamber is wet and moldy,
They will give us the wet and moldy chamber.
though it is not flooded. The cultists don't use it because of the dampness. And because of the dampness, you guys open the door, light shines in. You see a scurry of movement across the far walls that ceases a moment after you step into the room.
That's terrible. You guys want to take bets on what it is?
What is it? I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna say no. It's a move fast, wet and moldy.
Likes the darkness. I'm gonna go with rats. I think
Think
it's
so? A swarm of rats?
That's what I think.
No.
Whatever it is, they appear to have hidden at the entrance of light to their room.
What are elementals?
You
Powerful
being-
monsters.
Powerful beings of like pure, say, like pure water, pure earth, fire.
Make good picks.
Yes.
It's like the thing from Spider-Man No Way Home. Or not Spider-Man No Way Home. Spider-Man Far From Home. That's what I
Okay.
Hmm.
right?
One of those movies.
You would say that they're the things from Spider-Man Far From
I think that we should dry out this room. I'm gonna cast Create Bonfire right in the middle of the room. Just give us a little more extra light and extra heat.
You got one of those things to toss in there?
Fire.
And since we are entering combat, I'm going to try to match these up as best I can. 5, 10, 15,
I'm gonna
20.
prepare a charge.
There we go.
Just kidding. That's Traveler's thing.
Okay. Whatever is occupying this chamber is still hiding along the walls. The light from the bonfire is less intense than the bright, unfiltered sunlight from the doorway.
You want to go check it out?
The windows in the tower are caked with mud and some kind of dry fibrous material.
I could just bonfire all the walls. I mean, they're made of stone, right? So they shouldn't burn.
Well, you're a ranger,
Yeah.
so you might just be able to determine what's in here based on tracks or.
Yeah, I could investigate. This thing is just like slithering about the room. We can't really see it.
Ooh,
It's just
giant
a mass.
constrictor snake.
Maybe.
Whatever it was seemed to be a mass of movement all along the wall.
Okay.
It appears to be hiding from the light from the doorway.
So I'm looking around on the ground to see if I see any tracks or anything.
Make a survival check.
Survival.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get a flash of genius. Add +4.
You can do that now?
Where do I?
If you are another creature you can see within 30 feet, make an ability check or
Oh,
saving
no.
throw. Yeah, I can.
What'd you
It's
get?
a 3.
Add 4.
Add 4, so it's a 7.
Is that with the ability score increase too? Or is
Yeah,
that just what you
I
rolled?
rolled a nat 1. Oh, I'm
Oh.
sorry, I rolled a nat 1.
Ability checks take into account all of your modifiers, but that is pretty abysmal. You are out of your element in this area. There appear to be long,
Yeah,
strangely.
That feels good after they roll a nat 1 to you.
Yeah, there appear to be long, strangely. What's the word I'm looking for?
Trails like vole trails.
What does a snake do?
Slither.
Yes.
Yeah, long slithering tracks that are like continuous around the room, but like a whole bunch of them.
Swarm of snakes? Is that even a thing?
What else did we say that we saw in the room that you said was like dry and stuff?
The windows are caked with mud and some kind of dry, fibrous material.
Is there any liquid in the room anywhere?
The room is... There's no standing water. It's kind of damp and moldy, but it's not flooded.
So like, I want to look for like a bucket of water. I want to just kind of, I'm searching around for something to maybe knock this stuff off the windows with. I want to try to get more light in the room.
I've got some like bottles.
Do you have any potions that would help me clean?
You're welcome to dig at the wall with your weapons.
Yeah. I can't find anything around, like any broken pieces of wood or anything that I can try to scrape with.
The room's empty other than the gross mud and husky stuff.
Okay.
I've had enough of this. I'm going to create a flaming sphere,
Just roll it around.
and I'm going to roll it in the corners, just rolling it around until it hits
Okay,
something.
I'm definitely gonna run and find a bucket of water before it does that. I don't want to burn down the whole castle.
Here, do a flame. Well, actually, that's a concentration spell.
Well,
the
yeah, I was
bonfire
gonna say,
disappears.
There's a little fire.
Just fill that in
Right there.
with the rest of the red marker, and that'll be your flaming sphere.
Fire. It's good.
Yeah, just
Let's leave it.
say fire.
It's a ball of fire.
Fire is
I can underline it.
fire is good.
This is 2-ply. We'll rustle up whatever's in here, and we'll dry up the room. Make it a little bit more habitable.
You place these all along the edge.
That's a lot of things.
As you ram your flaming sphere into the fibrous husks along the edges, you force the creatures who were previously hiding out, and they rush you. A swirling, squirming mass of 10 giant centipedes.
Centipedes.
Yep, didn't see that one.
Oh, gross.
Roll for initiative.
That's not even in the monster manual. I don't think.
Giant centipedes? Yeah, they are.
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing it.
This does not sound good. Cordell did his evil laugh.
I don't have
Are
any
they
area
rolling?
of effect
19.
spells.
Can I use one of your dice?
I think there are all the travelers.
Oh, can I use one of your dice, please?
No, those are his dice, but you can use them. They're there to be.
I got a 9 on the initiative.
Your dex...
That's a D12 that you just rolled.
Oh,
This is the D20 dice.
it looks 16.
Jacob, you add 3 to yours.
18.
Yeah, giant centipede. Yeah, if it's the same one on the monster manual, then it shouldn't be too big a problem. But they do have you beat in the action economy.
Okay, what was everyone's initiative?
9.
18.
19.
9 for Potion Seller, 18, or 19 for Chianti.
No, 18.
18 for Chianti.
No,
Wait,
19.
19 for Chianti,
Oh, sorry.
18 for... I'll just make you Lady Nova for now. Enemies rolled a 10, plus their dex is... plus 2, so 12. Okay, Chianti, there's 10 disgusting giant centipedes.
You haven't selected your spells.
No, I haven't. There you go.
Is Fireball an option?
She only has the second level. She's got
What level is Fireball?
4th? No, 3rd.
third.
Cody, I think I'll just have Ingrid go on your turn to make things simple.
I like that. Honestly, Ingrid's probably the
Choose-
best one for
Is
this
it still in
situation.
this thing too?
Yeah.
Because so here it's not actually giving me any spells,
Alright, well, first
but I
you
have
need to
the
pick an
archetype, but I don't know what that even means.
Okay. All sorts of delightful things here.
That's not a very exciting battle music.
When you select them,
Yeah,
you
give
want to
us-
avoid Beastmaster.
Give us some
Okay.
like hard rockers.
Horizon Walker sounds fun. He's like, which one gets. Okay, the Horizon Walkers try to defend creatures from other planes.
Like astral plane kind of planes.
Yeah, other dimensions,
Okay.
essentially. Let's go with what here.
I'm gonna look for dry now.
Wow. Brooke and Paul cancelled.
Yep.
Today might just be an exploration mission. If you guys try to take the castle by yourselves.
I'm already really nervous about this room by ourselves.
We can do
Okay,
it. I got.
Windsuckers are home in the darkest places.
We'll just-
because of
just
your
destroy the whole
alleyways,
castle.
primeval forests. You like somebody that likes to hang out in the dark?
Well, they're
Like
gonna smell. They're
forest,
gonna use
but not
restroom,
blue.
but
I'm gonna get some water.
yeah.
Oh
Give
wow.
us a
okay.
minute while we
There you go.
sort this out.
Sort this out.
I got to pee. Can I come in?
I know which one I want. I think already. First one that I looked up, Swarm Keeper.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like
I wonder which one, where that one is.
5th edition.
Focus on the abilities of swarms of creatures.
Oh, that's never mind.
Oh, you don't want to go with the swarm keeper?
Well, the one that I read said that swarm of spirits has attached itself to me and will help me fight in battle.
It might. I'm trying to find the exact book it's in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just went like the first thing that came up for the D&D 5th edition.
Okay, it was published this year. I'm trying to figure out which book.
Take it, you want burrito?
No thanks. I really like those store burritos.
It is in Tasha's. Okay. So let's go.
Looking at spells.
Yeah.
And she's looking at. There's Fey Wanderer. But she was interested in Swarmkeeper. I love insects. Organized, relentless, specialized little champions. Alright, so is that what you want to swarm with insects?
I mean, I really do in real life love bees. So that just kind of was like, ooh, cool, yeah, the first one I looked at.
Alright,
Stacy's
let's go.
one?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's just go with that one, because that was the...
Yeah, because we still have a lot of area to cover.
Okay, so we got Swarmkeeper.
Did someone come fix it?
Yeah.
Alright, you got ability
They
score.
didn't come for 2 weeks, then
improvements.
I sent them another request and told them that it was leaking water into the wall.
Is that
They
just
showed
like
up
if I
the next
hit the
day.
ability score?
Early the next day.
Oh,
That's sneaky.
what does that mean?
I like it.
It kind of was. Kinda.
Oh, what was wrong with that?
Okay.
That will make it so...
There was, he didn't tell
You
me,
can hit
but I
pretty much
imagine it was
anybody
like a
who's
kink in the line.
Okay, so then there was
'Cause it
one
was
above
freezing
here then that was
wooden
that let me
before.
choose. I think.
Huh.
Maybe this one? I don't know. There it is. Fighting style was I can choose archery.
Okay. Good one.
It's almost getting a little
I mean,
bit
if
too
everything
cold in
else is going towards archery,
Yeah.
right?
here. It's almost getting a little too cold in here.
And then I also still haven't
Jacob?
chosen my second language thing. Favorite
This is
enemies.
Being
I
sorry,
just put
George.
something in there, but I don't actually know what any of those animals are, or whatever it
Your
is.
favorite
Yeah.
enemy, you have
And
dragons,
then the second one, I don't know.
celestials. They're like angels.
Oh, it ends up telling me what it is right there.
Yeah, right there.
Okay, okay, I can figure that out later.
Okay.
It's not going to end up
Let's-
being the centipede, so it doesn't matter.
Alright, so your abilities look like they're good. Let's close that out. Let's refresh. Okay, let's go to your spells, manage spells. Alright, you have up to a bunch of known spells. You're going to want to cure wounds
Cure wounds will be very good.
and Hunter's Mark is a good one because you can cast that as a bonus action.
What does that do?
It increases the damage when you shoot a target.
Okay.
He will take more damage if he's been marked.
Oh, okay.
It's like I choose you, and then you shoot it, and it hits him extra.
Oh, nice.
Does even worse. Let's see. Since we're in comp, you definitely want Pass Without a Trace. You can summon a creature if you want.
Oh, okay.
Alright, we'll go with that one. Okay, some more spells can you do? You do one more. You go with Fog Cloud. Goodberry does healing. Speak with that. I don't know what Zyper Strike does. You move like the wind. Until it's spent, your movement doesn't provoke. That sounds
Oh,
good.
yeah, that sounds good.
Let's go with that one.
Yep.
No, because
Alright.
especially since you're archery, you're going to want to get away from people.
Yeah.
So you want that cast
Well, that was
so
my
that you can
problem.
go around everywhere.
That was my problem in that last one too, and I kept trying to run away from the bad guys, and they kept stabbing me.
All right. So
All right.
yeah. Now that you're done here,
So
you go back, and now they're all.
Awesome.
Now, Zypher Strike is a bonus action, so you can shoot it, you can cast that, you'll just hit the cast button.
Okay.
And that's the mission. The Marquis for. Okay, Zypher Strike. Before it's done.
pull that leg down.
Additional damage on weapon attack. You can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll on your turn. That attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage. You do even more damage when you cast 7 strike.
Okay.
And so you want to cast that one, that's a bonus action, so you can cast that and still shoot your.
Okay. And it lasts for how long?
It says lasts for a whole minute. So
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Alright.
Eugene, can you pull that down? There's a button right there. The
Right.
table leg. There's a button here that you have to press.
Get both hands. I got it.
Thank you.
Just need both hands.
Okay.
Alright, she is ready now.
So I cast first, and then I'll shoot.
Yeah, cast. Your choice is either make sure you do, since there's so many targets, I would make sure you do Zephyr Strike, and then just do your regular attacks.
Okay.
That's better.
So I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike.
That.
Tell me what that does.
That.
For movement, no longer accrues opportunity attacks for a full minute, and for one attack, she can add 1d8 force damage on top of the regular damage.
Per turn?
Yes.
What book's that from?
I don't know. It says here, Xanthar's Guide to Everything, page 170.
Okay, that's fine.
Alright. And then I'm going to.
You're still in spells, so let's move away from spells. You're gonna go your equipment. These are your actions.
Okay. I'm going to shoot at. They're all the same size?
Yep. They're all
I'll
small.
Shoot the closest one.
Yeah, I'll shoot at number 1 with my longbow. I really need a jail. It's gonna be 2.
Just put your phone in.
Oh wait, I didn't. That was for my damage. I have to hit the other one too, right?
You have to
Okay,
roll
so that
the
one would
d20
be-
first.
So okay, so 20,
20 to hit.
20 to hit, and then the damage I
Well,
rolled.
now roll down.
Yep, a 20 is a hit.
Okay.
So now roll for damage. And it is only once before the spell ends. You can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack.
So only one time for the whole duration of the spell. Cool. Okay.
Let me make sure.
So it'll be 3 damage.
Against which one?
Number 1. And then don't I have that thing where when I use a certain weapon, I get to go again?
As a ranger, you get multi-attack at level 5.
Yeah, you can
So
attack
with any weapon, you can attack 2 times.
Cool. So then I will also shoot at number 2.
Number 1 was hit and is bloodied but not dead.
Is it better to just like go systematically through them and kill them, or to get them all down further?
It is
Probably best
better
to be systematic when
to
I
kill them because even if it has 1 HP left, it still does as much damage as at full health.
Okay.
So doing a little damage to a lot of them
Doesn't.
does almost nothing when it's their turn. They all swarm you.
Okay, then I will shoot at number 1 again.
Okay, this time you do not have advantage.
So what does that mean? I don't get to add
Well-
my extra?
Oh, did you not use it the first time?
You did. Did you add the d8 on that last one?
No, I
Okay,
didn't.
don't do it.
No, I didn't add anything.
She didn't do the advantage on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so just
So,
hold on to that.
Once before this exact spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on a weapon attack, and when you do, and it hits, it deals an extra d8 damage.
And I
Okay.
think it doubles her movement too.
Whether you hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of that turn.
So yeah, it doubles her movement for 1 turn.
Yes.
So just hold on to that, because when you get swarmed, you're gonna
You're gonna
want
want to run away.
Yeah.
Okay. So my to hit was an 8.
What did you roll?
2.
I've got all this dice.
Yeah, I'm gonna start using some other dice. This
Yep,
is
an
ridiculous.
8 misses.
I feel like didn't we just choose something too though that helps me be a much better, like if I can see them, I can hit them?
Yeah, that's Hunter's Mark, but you cast
Oh, that's
Zephyr
the
Strike
hunter.
first.
Okay.
And you can, and Zephyr Strike is concentration, so that stays until you cast something else that's concentration. So
Okay.
you want to just hang on to that. Now you might want to back off, or do you want to just stay there?
Yeah, no, it's so that you guys, so I'm not in your way.
That's your call.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm good with that.
Okay, Jacob. Jamna's turn.
I am going to use. What are these again? Centipedes?
Mm-hmm. Giant centipedes.
I'm going to use Can I make a giant centipede a tiny illusion?
You could, but these enemies are already aware of you,
That's
so it wouldn't really do much to fool them.
I'm going to use color spray on number 1.
I think color spray is an area of effect.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I think it's a cone though. Do you have something else?
Yeah.
What else you got?
Should I use like ray of frost?
Color spray.
Oh, you've got Ray of Frost.
A dazzling array of flashing colored light springs from your hand. Roll 6d10. That total is how many hit points of creatures the spell can affect.
It's actually not bad in this situation.
Creatures in a 15-foot cone originating from you are affected in ascending order from your current hit points.
Do that.
What do I roll?
A whole bunch of D10s. How many? How many D10s was that?
6d10. Kind of like the sleep spell, but instead of putting them to sleep, it's blinding them.
6 of them. This one is.
Oh, this is. Let's see. I need to do that again.
Where are you moving, Jacob? Because it is a 15-foot cone,
Oh,
so you'll have to be close. Like you could move to here
Move to the corner.
to hit them all.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Jacob, did you not listen to what we said?
You gotta be a cone. You gotta.
A 15-foot cone, so you could hit 5, 10, 50. You can hit these 3 if you're standing right here.
20.
Do you see where my cursor is, Jacob?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, can I move there now?
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay, hit those 3.
As you get closer, you notice that these creatures do not have eyes.
Did you move
this one?
They don't have eyes?
These are.
They do not have eyes.
Oh, well, that's not going to work.
Well, I don't like that. That's weird.
Oh, they don't have eyes?
Yes.
So, then just go with Ray of Frost.
There it is. Wait, can we just do that? Or did I not cast it yet?
I'll say that you haven't cast it yet, but I will say that you have moved, because you did get close enough to see that they do not have
Ray
eyes.
of Frost. What do I have to do? What do I have to do?
Ray of Frost is a spell attack.
Okay.
You make a ranged attack. Make a ranged spell attack against a target. On a hit, it takes 1d8 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of your next turn.
Just hit number 1.
1d. So I roll a d20 first.
Right.
Yep. And then add your spellcasting attack modifier, which is there next to your spell DC.
7. I got a 7.
What did you roll?
3.
Plus
4.
4. Yep, a 7 is not enough to hit.
But I'm going to disengage as my bonus action.
You would be able to do that, but you've already used your movement.
Can I dash them and use?
It would take a bonus action to dash.
Yeah.
Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. You can move 5 feet away. Okay. Alrighty.
Do I have to do like a movement hit? I don't remember what it's called.
No, when you take a bonus action to disengage, you do not incur opportunity attacks. Okay, 1, 2, and 3 are going to swarm here, here, and here. Four is going to move here. 5 here. 6 here. 7 here. 8 there. And then 9, 10.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Gross.
Yeah, swarming closer. 1, 2, and 3 are going to make attacks on Jamna. They begin to climb on you and begin biting. Okay, 15 to hit.
That is, it's a tie.
Okay, ties go to the attacker.
So, make a Constitution saving throw. And Jamna's con save is plus...
What is my do I get a bonus on my constitution?
Yeah, it's plus 2 for Jamna.
Two. Come on, come on, dice, don't fail me. I got an 8. An 11. I got an 11.
Okay, that's enough. You take 6 piercing damage, and you avoid being... you avoid the poison that you see squirting out of their mandibles.
Ooh, poison. I like poison.
Number 2 makes an attack, also rolls a 15. Make another Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Nope.
6. I got a 6.
Okay.
6.
26.
In that case, you take 18 damage, and
I have 6 HP left.
you are now... Oh, wait, you are not poisoned, but you took poison damage. The third one makes an attack, and rolls an 8.
Maybe this is why Jim was not mentioned in the book again.
Because she died.
Dice.
Hey, if that
Be
happens,
poison.
that's a loose end tied off. Okay, potion seller.
Alright, I mean, I've got that flaming ball already out. Might as well use it.
So you get to roll it as a bonus action.
Yeah, it just rolls around and hits people. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have it roll into.
Oh crap! Why did I put all those giant centipedes in a line like that?
I'm gonna have it go between 5 and 3.
No, look where they're lined up next to.
I know the
The
dragon.
black dragon that spits acid in a line. I didn't even think about that.
I'm gonna roll it into number 3 there.
Okay,
Because I believe they all take damage.
So if they are within like 5 feet of it, at the end of their turn, they will have to make throws.
Okay.
But for now, he still needs to make a dex saving throw.
that is a 19.
Wow. Dang.
Technically, it's a 21.
Okay, well, I guess, let's see. No, he's good. Wait, did that say half damage? Hold on.
Trying to make sure with everything.
Yeah, half this much. So I gotta roll that real quick. It takes 6 damage.
Number 3?
Yeah.
That's already halved?
Yeah.
Okay, it squeals as it's roasted and it dies.
Is it a bonus action to roll that room?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It is a bonus action. Ha! I'm gonna cast a spell.
As
Don't
long
get
as it's not
catapult.
concentration.
Don't get catapult.
Yeah, you can catapult.
Oh, you can cast a concentration spell, that's fine.
Yeah, it just gets rid of the
Almost
atmosphere.
every
No,
single
I'm
time
just
he,
going to hurl a magical stone at one of these little guys.
almost every single
Number
time,
10, in fact.
Almost every single time he's used catapult, it has missed.
That's why I'm using magic stone.
You'll have to move forward into the chamber to see them.
For a nat 20, for a total of 28.
Okay, there is a splatter of insect guts as number 10 is smashed against the wall.
Gross. I didn't even tell you the damage, though.
You said it was 28.
No, that was to hit.
You rolled a nat 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's hear the damage.
Let's do
Well,
the damage.
10 it was the roll. So, what do we do for...
Max damage plus a roll.
Oh, okay. So that's gonna be. Let's see here. 4. Oh yeah, no, it automatically made it max damage. So that's 10. And
And then a roll.
that's gonna be a 1d6.
So what's the spell called?
Magic Stone.
It does 1d6 plus 4 damage.
Yeah.
You rolled 2. Okay. 12 damage is enough to cause the splattering that I described.
Dead.
Ingrid's turn.
All right, Ingrid's going to cast.
Ingrid's going to.
Hold on, I don't have her pulled up. I got pulled up.
Did that kill another one, or was that just additional damage on the one you already killed?
Well, he's killed
number
2.
10.
But the last numbers you were doing.
Yeah, no. So my first attack killed the one, and then the second attack
Oh,
killed
okay.
the other. Now this one, on the other hand, all right, acid breath, 15-foot line, 5 foot wide. They all have to make dex saves. 11 is the save. But they have to take half as much damage on 5 DA, so let's just see if this is killed.
That's only 3 fails out of the...
19 divided by 2 is
Well,
what?
it's just 15
10?
foot. 1, 5, 10, 15. It'd just be these 3.
Is it a 15 foot?
15 foot. And on a failed save, they would take 9. On a save... Excuse me, on a save, they take 9. On a fail, it's 19.
Black Dragon Wormling, right? Oh, it is a 15-foot line.
Yep.
Right.
It's not complete,
The first 3, 4, 5, and 6 all passed. 9 damage they passed?
Yeah.
Okay, all 3 of them dissolve in a pile of muck.
Well, that's fortuitous.
It certainly was.
Okay, Chianti.
Okay.
There's 5 left.
I still have my thing going, right?
Since they're going down so fast, you might want to use it.
Yeah, I realized that there's something else I can be using too.
Oh, what do you got?
My swarm.
Oh,
I get to use it every turn, and I can add a. I think it says a d6 damage. It says once on each of your
This
turns.
is in your features, right?
It says others action combat gathered swarm. Once on each of your turns, you can cause a swarm to assist you in one of the following ways. Immediately after you hit a creature with an attack, and one of them is to take a 1d6 piercing damage.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out. Alright, you decide. Wow. Swarm intangibles, nature spirits has bond itself to you. You wanted it to be bees, though, right?
Oh, I mean, I just said that I really like bees, so that just jumped out at me with the idea of a swarm. Doesn't have to be bees.
It's really just your choice.
It's the bees knees.
If you
Well, then
want-
bees right now.
Yeah, go with bees.
Cool.
Go with what you like.
What if it
Alright.
was also centipedes?
Because, like,
No.
you
No.
can change it. There's a D4 table where it's insects, twig blights, fluttering birds, or playful pixies.
They eat their
But if
wounded.
you like bees, go
It's
with
gonna
bees.
be bees right now.
Yeah.
Alright, so I am going to I'll shoot at number 1 again. And
Lost in space.
it's an 8 to
I'm trying
hit.
to think, what was that? An 8 is a miss.
Yep. And do I get to still go twice?
Yeah.
Okay. Which is the?
Are you going to use your magic spell to give yourself advantage?
Yeah, use that to give
Lost in
yourself
Space is such a cool movie.
just to
Where
make the
is that
attack
one?
again.
The one you cast
do
last
what?
turn,
Make the
Zephyr's,
attack
whatever.
again.
Just like roll again, or
Uh-huh. Yes.
okay.
just do that.
Yeah, so if you use that spell, it gives you advantage, which means you roll the d20 twice, and you take the higher.
Oh, okay, yes. I'm using that because I just rolled a nat 20, so I have a 26.
Okay, well, a nat 20 does maximum damage. So what's the weapon damage on your die?
It says a 2d8 plus 1. Or no. Is that the right thing I'm looking at?
You're
For
using
my
the longbow.
longbow?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2.
Well, that's with that already has the damage included. It's just 1d8 plus 1.
But the spell gives you an extra d8.
Yeah. So,
Oh, okay, so. But where do I find my max damage?
You just add them
you
together.
calculate that. But
So 2d8.
I believe 1 doesn't have very many hit points.
No, it doesn't. But
Yeah,
if
so-
you want to know how much damage it does, it's 2d8 plus what?
Plus 1.
Okay,
Oh,
so
you
that
just
would
hit it
be
anyways.
Just
it'll
hit
do
it.
it
Just
for
hit
me.
that.
so that would be
Right.
17 plus you roll 2d8 more.
So I got 6 off of this roll that it just gave me with the 2 dice.
So minus the 1 would be 5.
Minus
plus
1
7.
or plus 1?
Well, I already calculated 17 for your max, plus you roll the dice again. So 5 plus 17 would be 22 damage, which is enough to kill number 1.
Sweet.
Alright, now you can attack the next one.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot at number 2.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 10.
10's a miss.
Alright.
You can move. Your swarm can move you 5 feet.
I know, I saw that.
That is awesome.
Okay, Jamra's turn, Jacob.
You can also move that.
So you have a fireball next to you that will hurt you if you end your turn next to it, and 1 centipede left next to you.
Yeah, that's like give me guys.
170 left.
You also have writhing tide. You can fly.
I saw that, and
Yeah,
I
you
was
can fly.
thinking that I might need to use that if they all swarmed any closer.
5.
Yeah.
10. Is that
You
out
don't
of
need
range?
You're still within range.
Is it 15?
If you move out
This
of range, you
character's
get to
shaping
hit.
up.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I mean of the fireball.
Oh, you're out of range of the fire, yes.
Okay, okay. I am going to use. So what does prestidigitation mean?
It's not an attack spell.
Oh,
It does
cleaner.
small magical effects, like smells, sounds, lights.
I am going to use my short sword. Plus 5 to hit.
Okay, Jamna gets multi-attack, so roll once, and if that's not enough, you get to do it again.
9.
What? Did you already add 5?
Yeah.
Okay, 9 is a miss.
23.
That's a hit. Roll for damage.
2d6 plus 3. I'm gonna use the little d6. 9.
9 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, you bring your short sword down, and you cut the centipede in half.
Wait, no. 12 damage.
It is cut in half even more. Okay, that was both your attacks. It is the enemy's turn. These 3 centipedes are going to come swarm Potion Seller.
Okay. Bring it on. My potions are too strong for you.
20 to hit.
That's it.
Okay, make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, I'm good at those.
And take 3 piercing damage.
Ouch. Which one is attacking him? 7?
7. Yep.
18. Oh, let me move these guys forward.
Yep. You.
Are they moving up just like that?
Yes, they are.
Okay, cool. I'm assuming 18 is a win.
Yes, that's a pass. Second one attacks. 21 to hit. Take 4 piercing damage and make another con save.
I've been bit by thousands of things in my lifetime.
Jeez.
Oh, that's a 10.
That's a fail. You take an additional 11 poison damage.
Ouch.
And you are now paralyzed.
What?
Just kidding. That would be too much.
Ugh.
Okay, the third one rolls a 20. You take 3 piercing damage. Make another con save.
Why are they all rolling so high?
I rolled a 15, a 16, and a 15.
And they all have +4 to hit.
Oof.
Imagine if it was giant centipedes.
Well, that's 21, so.
These are giant centipedes.
I know, but imagine if they were.
Okay, you take 3 piercing. Did you get that?
Yeah.
You're silly.
And then these two,
Take fire damage.
8 is going to move to here, and number 7 is going to move over here.
Opportunity attack.
You may attack one of them as they don't disengage.
Oh, nice. If that's the case, I'm going to do another magic stone.
Can you use a magic spell as an opportunity attack? I believe it has to be a melee attack.
If he has War Mage, he does. He can.
But here's the thing about magic stone. You or someone else can make a ranged spell attack with one of the pebbles by throwing or hurling it.
Opportunity attacks have to be melee.
Unless you have the War Mage feat.
No, I'll just hit it with my dagger.
I love it every time a wizard is just like, roll it melee attack.
3 to
I
hit.
have a dagger.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a miss. On Friday, I dealt 2 damage to an air elemental as it did not disengage from my sorcerer, and I stabbed it with my dagger.
Nice.
Actually,
Every little bit helps.
I dealt 5 damage, but it was resistant. You know how it is.
Okay, that was the enemies. Potion seller, it's your turn.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Tell them.
Well, now I'll use the magic stone. This time I'll do it on number 7 over there.
Okay, you have disadvantage on this attack, as there is an enemy next to you.
What? Do I? What?
Do you want to just
Oh.
crack?
Oh, wait, yeah. No, I'm going to attack the guy first. That's the order of operations. Rolling the fireball over to him.
Okay. He rolls a 20 on his dex save.
Gosh dang it.
These are some high-rolling centipedes.
Jeez, okay.
I don't think I've rolled less than a 15 on any of their attacks.
Bonfire's not a bad idea, actually.
Well, your flaming sphere still does half damage.
This is true. Let me roll that real quick. Uh, 3.
That's halved.
Well, that was a 5. Sorry, 2. Excuse me.
Okay, number 9 takes 2 damage and is not killed. It's bloodied.
But I'm going to create a bonfire underneath him.
Okay, your flaming sphere disappears. He makes another con save.
Rolls a 12.
That is not enough.
Okay, he takes damage.
It is 7.
He is roasted away.
Delicious.
Number 9 is roasted?
Yep. And there's a bonfire in that spot.
Ha! Let's go through the fire to get to me now.
Okay.
Oh, and Ingrid's going to attack. Alright. Yeah, we're going to go right there and then do another breath attack, right on.
Are you sure you want to go like this then?
Oh, I'm sure.
Did your breath attack get recharged?
No, I'm just kidding. Let me
Roll a
see.
d6 to see if it recharges.
And we're at this here.
On a 5 or a 6, it recharges.
Aha, that's a 6.
Okay, Ingrid has the breath weapon at her disposal.
You know, it's the best thing she has. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we're going to have her go over here instead. Right at the wall. Alright, DC 11.
That's a 5.
Oh, yeah, no, it's definitely dead. I don't even have to roll the damage on that. But I will for fun effect.
How much damage is it? 7d8?
78 damage?
Something like that.
7d8.
Oh, I thought it said 7. I thought you meant 70.
37. Yeah,
'Kay.
It's definitely dead.
It's a pile of sludge.
You should eat some more with Ingrid.
Alright.
Okay, Chianti.
Alright.
Maybe giant centipede.
Can I see around potion seller?
If you're making a ranged attack, there, now you can.
Okay.
She also has sharpshooter, so
What does that do?
she doesn't take disadvantage at long range. Ignores 3/4 cover.
That's also really nice.
What about half cover?
Oh yeah, ignores half cover too.
Wow. Is that a feat?
let me look it up. Attacking at long range doesn't impose disadvantage on your ranged weapon attack rolls, and your ranged weapon attack ignore half cover and 3/4 cover. Before you make an attack with a ranged weapon that you are proficient with, you choose to take a -5 penalty to the attack roll to add +10 to the attack damage.
Is that a feat?
Yep, it's a feat, and it's in the standard player's handbook.
Nice.
That's cool. You know a lot about this game.
I'm going to shoot at number 8.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Oh, rolled off the 20. Got an 8.
An 8 + 1.
And an 8.
An 8 misses.
Yep. I'm gonna roll again.
Just for funsies.
Fires 2 arrows at the same time.
18.
There you go.
That's a hit. Roll for damage.
Sweet. So it's an 8 damage, and I'm also going to add to that.
Swarm.
Wait. Not even yet. This is the last one, right?
It is.
I'm gonna add my Zephyr Fire.
Ooh.
The Zephyr Strike. D8 damage. I can do that, right?
You can only do it once.
Yeah, you already used it to get advantage. I think
It's not every turn, it's one turn.
Yeah.
So it's not multiple things that I can use it for. I can only use it for one thing.
Yeah, you use it once,
Let me get the.
and it gives you extra movement that turn, but as long as it's continuing, you get to move without provoking opportunity attacks,
Okay.
which makes
Okay.
it totally
So
worth
then,
it.
yes, I'm going to add on my Swarm. And my Swarm does
An extra
Dude,
D6.
Centipedes.
6.
Centipedes get centipedes. Let's see who wins.
Just
Thank you.
roll that. Sure. Extra 2.
An extra 2, so 10 total damage.
Okay. You skewer the last centipede, and your bees go over and sting its corpse. You guys have cleared out the giant centipedes from your new residence.
Nice.
That was too much work.
Do what I can. We need to make it fun for newer players. I know
So
it's
much to keep track of.
yeah.
And so the
overwhelmed
party of 3 level 7 adventurers struggled a little bit with some centipedes. Let's go over now to Traveler.
Oh, I'm not doing anything interesting. I'm cooking.
As the others are exploring the castle,
Everything's on fire.
Snapjaw continuously brings more and more lizard folks to introduce to you. At the moment, you are somewhat of a novelty. Each of the lizard folk that meets you salivates a little bit as they catch a good whiff of your horse
He's
flesh.
gonna die.
At one point, there's probably 20 or 30 lizard folks in and around the longhouse that you're in.
And I'll be like, down with the Bollywogs.
You've taken some time to prepare a little kitchen for yourself. The longhouses are clean and dry. There's tools and utensils hung up on racks. And
I spent 50 gold on cookware. I have the equipment.
yes, and as you introduce yourself to various members of the Scaly Death tribe, time passes, Snapjaw returns, and a hunting party returns with the bodies of several crocodiles, quite a number of edible plants and fungi, as well as a giant frog,
Nice.
and a variety of birds and squirrels and stuff that they managed to trap.
Delightful. I will cook them all up. Well,
Very
lay
good.
A nice meal. Sure, there's not a whole lot of leafy greens, no good starches, mostly carnivorous, but that's okay. I can definitely work with presentation.
Okay. You are cooking up a storm. Is there any kind of role required when you're cooking for a large group?
Well, if you'd like, there is a roll. Let me get it. My characters, Traveler. Now you get to pick the ability score, but then I add on my my proficiency bonus, and then I make a roll.
Okay. What's your highest intelligence skill?
My highest intelligence skill?
Yeah.
Well, you pick the ability, which is strength. If you wanted to be intelligence, then I'd roll my intelligence and add.
Oh, I don't pick a specific skill,
Not a
just
skill.
one of the abilities.
One of those. So we can go with intelligence.
Yeah, let's go with intelligence. These are
Okay.
ingredients that you've not worked with before, so you have to find new ways to
Not
combine them.
great, 11.
Still above average.
Yes. But with my cooking's acumen, I'm sure it's fine. Not my best work, but yeah, one has to learn always.
What are you making with the crocodile meat and the giant frog?
I think, well, the giant frog will definitely have to be a pate. And I'll just make fillet strips of the crocodile. I think that'll be good. And of course, we're gonna roast the mushrooms. We're gonna have an assortment of roasted and some rotisserie. I'll try to use some of the frog's juices to properly flavor the mushrooms to go with all of the meat.
Gosh dang you, Jay, you're making me.
I know.
Alrighty. You array the smorgasbord of delicious and rare delicacies. Your cooking, your cuisine, your expertise has rendered these nearly unedible ingredients quite savory indeed. The lizard folk line up for a taste, and before you know it, all of the food is consumed, and the lizard folks have a look of gratitude, hope, and glee, one that you haven't seen on them since you've arrived at Castle Naerytar.
Aww. Yes. Things are going swimmingly. But not for the bullywugs.
Bullywugs are gonna die.
Occasionally, one or two bullywugs wanders over to the long houses, but are quickly shooed away by lizard folk, as this is their feast.
Yep. I'm hoping the shaman will show up. I can beat him in hand-to-hand combat.
Do it.
Sadly, the shaman is not within range of the enticing aromas emanating from the longhouse.
Yes, and of course, Billow.
Make a charisma check with advantage.
Oh, nice. Of course. That would be a total of a 9 as advantage.
Well, you're not the most skilled socially person that they've ever met. Plus,
Nope.
there's the barrier that you do not speak Draconic, and
Nope.
that's the only language they speak. But Snapjaw can serve as a mediocre interpreter. His common isn't good. But with your cooking skills, you have made friends with many of the lizard folk. Meanwhile, the rest of the party, including those who have swamp fever, clear out the corpses of the centipedes, you clear out the nests from the windows, let some light in, the musty air begins to dry, you throw the bodies out the window, and a group of bullywugs hops over and begins snapping up the bits of centipede.
How big are these windows? And are they on the ground floor?
They're not.
Okay. Just wondering, like...
The map's not accurate. They're more like arrow slits than
Oh,
big,
okay.
huge windows.
Jeez, they make them look huge. Each square is 20 feet.
Yeah, they're not that big.
Those things at least
This is
10-foot window.
Yeah, like we got some nice rooms now that there aren't giant centipedes in them with those
Look,
windows.
the map isn't perfect. We
Yeah.
gotta make do. They're just arrow slits that are not 5 feet wide. But they are wide enough to fit the bodies of the small centipedes through, and the bullywugs down below enjoy the bugs.
Not like the crocodile and frog and bird we're having.
Yes. The bullywugs seem to be very... They really don't care what they eat. As you throw down the corpses of the centipedes, you're also knocking out fibrous nesting material. Occasionally, a bullywug will catch one in its mouth and not spit it out.
They deserve to die for their lack of.
I want to throw out a poison.
You want?
Yes,
you really?
I've got to do it.
You're going to pour. You've got so much poison.
And I'll stick it inside of a centipede just to make it, extra tasty looking.
Okay, you
You're so
stick a vial, just one vial.
Yeah, it's the good poison though.
Okay, let's see. Peeking out the window, you see 10 bullywugs down below. They vary in size. Some are pretty big, like big, fat, medium creatures. Others just barely qualify as medium creatures. They're kind of shrimpy. Are you tossing it to a particular one?
The weakest of the bunch, I think, will probably be the best.
Okay. He has to make a con save.
If he eats it.
Yeah, you toss out a centipede toward one of the smaller ones. His tongue shoots out, wraps around the centipede, and pulls it in.
Okay, and I pulled the actual poison here. Okay, when a creature takes damage, it must succeed on a DC 14 con saving throw or take 2d8 poison damage.
That's a 7.
Well, it's time to see how tough these little guys are.
The smallest one that you tossed it to snapped at the centipede
10.
and made an enormous leap, leaping 20 feet toward the bog so as not to be attacked. You notice that occasionally when one of the frogs gets a big piece, the other frogs will try to take it from it. 10 damage. This little frog, little bullywug, leaps toward the swamp. About halfway through its leap, it goes limp and splashes into the water
Killed one.
and floats belly up. The other bullywugs look over at it. They look up at the window. Mind you, it's really hard to read their expressions. They're like big bulbous eyes far apart on the tops of their heads and a huge wide mouth that doesn't move at all.
Evolutionarily, they didn't get expressions.
And it must be said, they're not the smartest creatures. Oh boy. I rolled a 1 on their intelligence check.
Did it again.
They continue to eat whatever's tossed down.
I got a ton of these poisons. I'm gonna do it again.
This is so evil.
Let's see how many we can whittle down.
So
evil.
we entered this room through this door, right?
Yeah, through this door. Now you guys
So
are
we
clearing
saw
it
the
out.
stairs.
Yeah, there's stairs going up and down here.
You have not found them.
And we haven't explored the stairs. We're just busy poisoning giant frogs.
Yes.
Okay.
Bullywugs
Are
in
you
my
aiming for another
opinion,
small
are
one?
much more
Yeah.
interesting.
There's another one not much bigger than the first.
They're what?
Victorian.
Alright, I shove it in a piece of centipede and
As they
You
have
toss
big
it out.
neck collars.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
he passes his concept.
okay, then I don't think...
That would explain
Yeah, then
why they're not
he's fine
dying
then.
too, because like
He
Victorians
pauses a
painted
moment as he
everything with
feels a
arsenic
bottle
paint,
inside
so.
the centipede, but
Yep.
he swallows it whole after that.
Okay.
Hey, Dad, could you take an empty bottle and create bonfire in it and close it?
I think they'll notice if one of them just catches on fire.
Exactly. That would be so funny. Do it.
Nah, I don't want to fight them quite yet. But I am going to throw another poison down. I'm assuming they're still eating.
Yeah? That's a 15 on the con save.
Oh, gosh dang it. You know what? I think we're good enough.
Okay. You're throwing out all the corpses. The bullywugs wait for a moment, but then disperse as there's no more free food coming their way.
Oh, I want to do something else.
You guys spend the rest of the afternoon scraping the walls, throwing out the window, all the muck, all the mud. You use spells to dry the room.
Mage hand?
Prestidigitation.
Mage hand prestidigitation will help with the smell, and begin to make the room somewhat livable.
Shall we go find the gold now?
I want to check out these stairs. Like it's part of our rooms, right?
Oh, it's outside.
Well, it's like
No,
just
this
outside.
is your assigned room right here.
Oh, okay. But we still have to pass those stairs to get into our room.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're hidden.
Yeah, and
We're
we still
guarded.
need to find that gold.
When you said there's stairs that go up and down, we know that the gold is down. Should we
Let's go.
take
Down
the
the
stairs
stairs.
down?
What? We need some chips or something.
You guys headed down?
Yeah. Let's go explore the down.
Oh,
Let's see, is this also... Okay, these are 10 feet. That's a little better. Here we go. You guys head down the stairs.
Can I get a quick drink of water?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm in the present mood. I don't know if we can ever have done that.
Seems kind of extensive. We might be biting off more than we can chew on this one.
At the bottom of the stairs, there are 2 bullywugs. Yeah, they don't need numbers.
I am purposely putting him upside down for
Guard,
our general indifference.
guard number 1 and guard number 2.
Both bullywugs
No,
wielding
there's
spears.
no other guard number 2.
Guard number 3 and guard number 1.
The bullywugs turn around, cross their spears, and say, "Access is prohibited."
Prohibited?
Prohibited.
Oh, frog jokes.
Unless you are bringing down a shipment, this is the domain of Farblex Spatterboo. None are welcome here.
Ooh, he has his own domain?
Yeah, and it makes sense that you would hang out in the freaking dungeon in a swamp. I wonder if we can
Isn't
trick
Firefox
these
Battle
guys.
do the
Well, they said
the
they should,
shaman?
unless you're bringing down a shipment, right? So maybe we should go with your OG idea of hiding as a shipment.
But where would we find enough gold to hide it? Like,
No, we would just be hiding
In
like
a
in a
box.
box, and then like
I wonder if they
Traveler
would
could
believe me
bring
if I
us
told them
down.
the dragon was the shipment.
But it would be like more
Try it.
narrow. They
I
said,
don't know if that's
they said
smart.
that they were being.
I'm gonna try it.
Maybe you're right.
Travelers, behold! This dragon is the shipment we've been told to bring down to the dungeon.
One of them sticks out its tongue and licks its eye. Make a deception check.
Okay. I'm not a very good liar. Well, it's a 4.
Wait. Can I say something to try and add on to it?
Okay, they rolled an 8.
Wait, can I try something?
Too late.
But, please.
The one that licked its eye, licks its other eye, and looks at you and says, Farblex does not require more meat.
No, it's a descendant of the god.
They clack their spears on the ground. I do not care. We have received no orders from Farblex that there were to be any more shipments today or in the coming days. Return up the stairs or stay at your own peril.
I don't think it's wise to quite get into a fight yet.
Can you do the fire door? Can you do the fire glass opening?
Yeah, I don't think we should get.
That's not how.
We can always
Create
come back
fireworks.
with our full forces, I think.
I think we can find a way to like hide as a shipment.
Well, now that we know that he has his own domain and there's not like a bajillion people sleeping in the same place, now we can assassinate him.
Let's go up the stairs. Let's see.
Okay.
Because we're gonna want to, an escape route if things turn bad.
Yeah.
How-
And you said that those windows aren't wide enough for us to jump out,
No.
but they're wide enough for giant centipedes.
Yeah, so conceivably a small creature could squeeze through. Jacob is a gnome, he's a small creature. You
Okay.
can take these two off.
You can always cast reduce on everybody.
Don't reduce me, please.
But at the moment, you have been successful in your first task as cultists in Castle Naerytar, and you now have your own quarters.
Yay.
Lovely.
The lizard folk are fond enough of you that you're welcome to stay in the longhouses with them. Or if you'd like to sneak into these quarters.
I would like to sneak in, because I can't really communicate with them, and
I'm
I'll
afraid
be back
he's
for dinner
sleeping.
tomorrow.
Can we look at the top real quick?
I'm afraid he's sleeping around them anyways.
You guys heading up
Yeah,
the stairs?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want
you'll-
to see what's
You'll
up the
wake
stairs
up with
real
more
quick.
of
Where's
your
Snapjaw? I wanna ask him a
hindquarters missing.
Yeah.
Just like teeth marks everywhere.
Is Snapjaw with us?
No, he's in the-
Snapjaw would have accompanied Traveler.
Yes.
So he's with us right now?
Yes. I snuck in.
Okay, so with Snapjaw accompanying you, Snapjaw on
I have
the
a
board.
question for him.
Which route did you take?
Well, I was gonna say if we went up the tower, we could just rope him and haul him up the side of the tower.
No, we already determined those are arrow slits.
Well, no, but if we went up and
To the
top of
very
the tower,
top.
that's what I was saying. We could just haul you up.
I'm terrible at climbing.
The
Also very conspicuous, bringing up a horseman along the side of a tower.
Yeah, make your way up the barbican along the gangway through the courtyard. You see the lizard folk drilling and the bullywugs mocking them. Snapjaw leads you through the inner courtyard.
He's taking me on a slightly different route.
As you pass through this courtyard, you see 3 guard drakes patrolling the courtyard. They lift their noses and taste the air as you pass, but they seem to recognize Snapjaw and they don't attack.
Okay, cool.
Snapjaw leads you to the tower, and you reunite with your friends.
Yay! Good thing you didn't run into what's her bucket.
Yeah, I was a little worried of running into Reyes here.
Hey, Snapjaw, do you know what time the Bullywug post leaves their post for spatter glue in the dungeon?
We probably take turns. The watches.
What the voice that I used for Snapjaw? I can't remember.
You use it.
No, it was like a morning.
They take 12-hour shifts. The change of the guard happens at dusk and dawn.
How long does it take for them to change? How long have you left defenseless? Or is
It's
he
not.
Spatter Goo is never without at least 10 of his guards. Never at any point.
Okay.
He's such a powerful shaman. How come he needs so many guards all the time? Is he actually a powerful shaman, or is that just extra protection?
Snapjaw shivers and says, Oh yes, we've seen plentiful demonstration of his powers.
Alright.
I believe he just likes to keep a fleshy shield between him and any possible opponents.
Now we
We shall see.
need to just bring a bunch of bonfires or
But your friend here, Traveler, Traveler has made quite a good impression on the lizard folk. Tonight I'll spread the word of your arrival, and perhaps we will gather enough to our cause to overthrow this castle and
Or at least
Drive the
establish a
Bullywugs
good
away.
collective bargaining agreement.
yes, we
We're looking
shall
for sick days, vacation, maximum work hours,
Religious
overtime, double overtime.
What we truly wish is to slit.
Double overtime. Holiday.
What we truly wish, Traveler, is to slit the bellies and throats of as many bullywugs as we possibly can.
Okay, well,
Drive them into the swamps to be eaten by crocodiles.
well yeah,
Curse
that
them.
would be ideal.
Yeah,
That of course
my
would be
plan was
ideal.
violent,
But you know, if you can't get everything
These
we
are
want,
lizard folk. We're talking about.
we'll settle for the holidays and like some safety measures for work completion. You know,
Slit
an
their-
honest day's work for an honest day's pay, I say.
And I say we slit their bellies and throats and leave them for
Okay,
the
yeah,
maggots.
Yeah, again, that's what we're going for. We're shooting for that, but just if you can't get that, we're going.
I'll spread the word tonight.
Perfect.
You know what he's gonna go and say? It's time to slit their throats.
Yeah. I know.
What did you feed them?
It was good. It
Did
was-
you smuggle any of it in?
No, I have some regular food. Do you want some granola bars? I've got
You
some
want to
good-
head up the stairs?
I want some good
Yeah, I just want to look up there.
Okay, you get a granola bar.
Just in case we have to make a hasty
All right, you get 3
retreat.
temporary hit points.
Okay.
Okay, so the maps are kind of weird. It is
Trail
rotated
looks
90 degrees.
Oh, okay.
So here's the top layer of the
over
Barbican.
here.
There's nowhere really to walk here. This is just the walls of the castle. The northeast tower, the northwest tower, the southwest tower, and the southeast tower.
I really
So we're
need
in this
some
one.
And then
help.
the keep. So you guys
Selfie.
are coming out of. Oh, that's terrible. Oh well, it's the best I could find.
How long did it take?
Until you sleep.
How do you never run out of your granola and your trail mix?
It makes
I can
more.
only do it three times per day.
Oh,
But most of the time
it's
people
like
just say
a skill
no.
you have. That's so cool. That's so cool.
And I can refresh it without a long rest, but it automatically refreshes on a long rest. But I have to take an hour to refresh. So I have to do me.
I kept saying no because I didn't want to be using up all
You
your
guys
supplies when I didn't
Exit
need them.
the
It's
staircase
just 3 temporary
in an
hit
empty
points.
room with
It's
2
not like a
doors
huge
leading out.
boss. It's
Oh, it shows you how much
You
I
need
know.
to make,
because, like, I only got this feat for the giggles.
you need to get more candied mushrooms.
Yeah. I'll make candied mushrooms tomorrow.
What were those? What did those do?
3 temporary hit points.
Does everything do 3 times?
Not necessarily, but it's the big one. The other one, you have to sit down and enjoy properly during a short rest.
So
And it adds an additional.
the second floor of the southwestern tower opens up into an empty chamber with 2 doors leading into further chambers, and the stairs continue upward.
You should make like some.
Well, obviously we're gonna try the doors.
Wait, sometimes you should make like saute.
Which one would you like to try?
alligator.
I'm gonna try the one that leads into the
Or you
same
should
like
make
as
like
our room
alligator
thing.
ribs. You should
Into
make
here?
alligator.
Yeah, because I figure there can't be too much that way that'll get me in trouble. Like it's
That
not gonna be
sounds
like a
good,
huge
right?
room of people.
Alligator
You know how big
ribs?
that space is.
Yeah, it does.
There's probably a witch in there.
I tried.
You open the door.
alligators when they
All right,
say
we went
so.
up.
And
right?
find the room empty, other than 7 reed mattresses, as well as simple belongings in wooden trunks. There's a small stone hearth in the corner that is, at the moment, unlit. It appears that other cultists, these are their chambers.
Interesting.
Anybody want to keep watch while I sneak around?
Is there? There's
I'll
nobody in there, right?
There's no one here at the moment.
I'll keep
No,
watch.
don't do
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna sneak
Have
around.
you guys ever
look
seen
around.
any movies? Anytime
There's
somebody
only
moves,
one
they always
door
get
in and
caught.
out. There's only one door in and out. I can like as soon as I hear somebody coming, I can just hop right out of there.
But then they'll
Now,
see
you do have an awesome spell, Pass Without a Trace. We can all stealth, and it adds 10.
Hey,
And it lasts for like an hour.
look at that.
That's
Where do
awesome.
find
I
Pass
need
Without
that.
a Trace?
Cultists do have spellcasters. They may have an alarm spell.
Just search. You don't need to cast it right now. We can just take this old-fashioned heist.
Let's do it.
I mean, at the very least, if I don't take anything, then I'm just being nosy because I don't know what's here, right? We just cleared a bunch of giant centipedes out of the other rooms. Maybe I could talk myself out of it if I get caught. I'm just gonna search around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check around. I wanna look through stuff, look under mattresses, poke around the fireplace.
You don't find anything in the fireplace or under mattresses.
Okay.
The small wooden chests at the end of each mattress contains common clothing as well as dark leather robes. You recognize them as the robes belonging. You wouldn't recognize them. You hold them up, and Traveler and Potion Seller recognize them as robes belonging to higher ranked cultists, the Dragon Wings.
Hey guys,
Ooh.
what do you think? You think I can pull this off?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I
Not
had
as
one
good
of
as those
actually.
pants.
Fair enough. All right.
But you can certainly pull this off.
But I'm not finding any trinkets or gold or anything.
You find in all of the belongings, you find about 20 silver pieces worth of coins. Mostly copper pieces, but about 20 silver pieces worth.
I'm not going to take it.
Are you going to take the robes?
No.
Okay. You put everything back exactly as you found it, or as best you can.
Even better, it's all folded.
No one has been here at all.
And
Meanwhile, I leave ashy footprints all over the floor.
you leave the room as best you can tell as you found it.
Alright.
Wait. You know those goblins? Can we get a fire thing or something? I don't know.
What?
It's can we just hide behind is there a staircase and that turns a corner? Or is it just one straight staircase?
You're rambling.
You mean the one that goes down?
Yeah, the one that goes down. Is it just
So picture
straight
this.
staircase?
Here's the flat floor. Here's the staircase. One's going down, one's going up.
Okay, the one that's going down,
Like
is it
this.
down and then it has a turn? Or is it just straight down?
The one going down into the dungeon,
Yeah.
it goes down and turns.
I'm more interested in this section on the
Down
corner
and
there.
turns.
That's what I want to know about.
Maybe
Which
we
section?
could
This section.
This
get an
one?
explosive
Yeah.
or something
It's
and
empty
light it
except for the
and
staircase.
throw it down there.
Is this the top of the tower?
No.
Oh. I want to go up again.
Well, before we go up, I just want to check that door handle. I'm not going to open the door. I just want to see if it's locked.
It is unlocked.
Okay, cool. Let's go upstairs.
This door was also unlocked.
Open it. Open the door.
I'll check it out later.
Oh, open the door.
You can go through the door if you want, Jacob.
Yeah, I'm gonna open the door.
You see another small chamber. This one has 5 reed mattresses, again with small wooden chests at the bottom of each one.
Is there all the same stuff?
The clothing you find inside is that of initiate cultists.
Is there any money?
You find about 10 copper pieces.
Why don't you take one of the copper pieces and make it look like 10 copper pieces?
Prestidigitation doesn't do that.
Okay, well, can I cast minor illusion?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Minor illusion ends after a minute.
Yeah, not long.
Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna take one.
Okay.
It's now your lucky copper piece.
Yep.
The one you stole from the cultist. The cultist piece.
All right, you guys head up the stairs.
Yes, up the stairs.
Up the stairs.
Okay, you find yourselves in a chamber very similar to the first. All right, the second, I should say.
Guys,
All right, I'll go check the same room I checked before.
Guys, what if we
You
steal
are-
all the stuff from there and put bullywug mud there? So we think it's the bully.
Sounds like
We'll work on that. Right now, we've got an
And we'll
uprising.
do that to
Yeah,
all the
works.
cultist stuff, and then
Traveler
you'll get
probably
so
leaves
mad
some
at the
version of
bullywugs.
blood all over
Okay.
you'll just kill
This door is kept closed. This door is open.
All right.
in that door. And then let's
Go
go
in.
into the
You
closed
go in and you find a scene very similar to the floor below. There are 6 sleeping pads and small chests containing belongings.
What do I find in these chests?
A lot of the same stuff, including dragon wing robes.
Is Dragon Wing like the higher rank?
Dragon wing is like
Intermediate?
the 3rd rank.
Might
Is
as
there
well
anything-
since
What can I
Goes-
see from these windows if I stand at them?
Looking down into the courtyard. I have these out of order.
Hey, Eugene, I need a copper piece.
You
for the
see
cultist,
down into this
silver
area.
piece for the
Okay.
cultist,
Cultist and a gold
Okay.
gold
piece.
piece for the cultist, and what is this? Platinum piece for the cultist, and what is that last silver piece?
The last one? I don't remember.
The one before gold?
Do you want to do
Yeah.
anything in this room?
What's that called?
I'm
I
not
mean,
sure.
there's nothing in there, right?
Cordell,
No.
what's the coin before the?
I don't want
gold
to take a
coin?
mattress from each room
Electrum.
so we have some
Electrum
mattresses.
piece of- And I'll call it my cultist coin collection.
There you go.
Doesn't someone have a mansion spell?
That's Paul.
Yeah.
He's got the little tiny hut spell.
Yeah.
Well,
The
get-
mansion is in our game.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Because we got that level 10 version
Does
of it.
anybody have
Yeah.
any buckets?
I gave him.
Yeah.
What would lockpicking take?
Sleight of hand
Sleight of hand.
and thieves' tools.
Does anybody have sleight of hand?
See, it's I've been playing with the idea of forcing thieves, instead of using sleight of hand, mix up the ability score based on the lock. So, like, if it's a more complicated lock, use their intelligence score, then their proficiency bonus, because their proficiency bonus is attached to the thieves' tools, not on the skill. Sorry, that's just me being a huge DM nerd.
Nothing to be sorry for about that. I was following your logic.
Are you trying to get into this door?
I think that you should like turn around and kick that door open.
You are
Well, as soon as we start kicking doors open,
Yeah, we're gonna get in trouble.
yeah.
Well, but I mean, he's half horse.
Wait,
it was an
wait.
accident. He got
Is there, like, a
spooked by
crack
a
under
giant
the door?
centipede.
Does anybody have mending?
Does anybody have what?
Unfortunately,
Is
no.
there a crack under the door?
He's actually pretty
You
good
can
at-
see under the door.
unlocking
It's an
doors.
old castle, so yeah.
Okay,
Would-
that's right.
would-
That's where he is.
Would a tiny creature be able to fit under?
A tiny creature, sure, but you're
Potion
small.
seller.
I
Do you
don't
want to
think-
get in there?
Wait, potion.
What size are you?
Potion cell. I'm small. So could you use your small thing to make me a tiny?
I could potentially do that.
Would that work like that? Would it
How are
make
you
me
small?
tiny?
He's a gnome.
No.
Ah.
The Gem and a Gleam Silver is a gnome.
So
Okay.
if he used the tiny pie spell on me, would that turn me tiny and then I could go under?
The crack under the door isn't that big. It would be a tight squeeze, but it's possible.
Do
The
it.
target size would be halved. How tall are you?
You're like 3 feet tall.
So 1.5 feet. Could I fit?
Well, I feel like I'm horizontally.
Could I? If I lived up horizontally?
I'm gonna say no.
I want to call
We
it.
could just reduce the size of the door.
Yeah, let's do it.
Potion Seller, make an intelligence check.
Alrighty.
You better be pretty smart.
I'm
He is
exceptionally
very-
intelligent. That's 18.
The latch on the door does not have a locking mechanism.
But you can't make
It just
that
doesn't
big
open?
Doors.
Like if we
Has anyone
push
tried
it,
opening it?
I'm gonna push my ear up against it.
You hear nothing on the other side.
I'm just gonna try opening it. I don't
Okay,
know
the
if
door
we've even
opens.
tried
With a squeak.
Wait, I thought that you said that it was locked.
No, he
No,
said
I
it was
said it was
shut.
closed.
Oh.
that. So what's on the other side of this? This door?
Success!
This chamber, a portion of the roof and northwest wall have collapsed in this chamber. So it isn't used for anything.
Okay.
However, it does provide, with a little bit of climbing, access to the roof of the Great Hall.
Oh, okay. That'll be good
Escape
for sneaking.
route.
This is the top of the keep. Each tower ends in a conical point to diffuse precipitation. But the top of the Great Hall is kind of flat, so if you really want to, you can walk around on the roof there.
What if we wanted to jump? How high up are we?
We're like,
You guys are on the top of
Floors
the
up.
third floor. I'm going to say you are at least 60 feet up.
How deep is the moat?
10 feet deep?
I'll take those odds.
You're jumping into the moat.
Well, no, I'm just thinking about it. Just in case we have to make a hasty retreat.
Shrink yourself and then jump.
no, I'm pretty sure it's like feather ball.
Yeah, pretty castle volleyball. I don't know. Let me see it. I don't know if I picked that one.
Yes, jumping from the top ceiling of the Great Hall down to the moat is a 60-foot drop.
Would you be able to survive that?
Probably takes some damage.
Under normal circumstances, a fall onto land from 60 feet would deal 6d6 damage. Into water, we've done it before that you'd make a dex save and take half damage if you pass.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's all I wanted to explore.
All right.
How big is Ingrid at this point?
Ingrid is a medium creature, so the size of a person.
How fast is she growing?
Ridiculously fast.
Pretty fast.
How soon will she be able to fly?
She can fly.
Ever?
No, she can right now.
Oh, she can? No.
She
How
cannot
soon-
carry another person.
How soon will she be able to do that? And not just one other, but all of us, should we need it?
She'll have another
Whoa.
growth spurt when you guys reach level 10.
Oh, okay.
But what
Will she ever be big enough to carry Traveler?
I think she'll be
Oh,
big
cool.
enough to carry a castle someday.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
When you guys
Yes,
reach
someday.
level 10, I don't know, giving her the stats of a young black dragon is kind of overkill.
What's the challenge rating of the young black dragon? We'll have to go off the challenge rating, I think.
How did he get the dragon? How did he get the dragon?
We got eggs.
And he hatched one.
How?
And how?
We stole them from the cultists. It's a recurring theme.
Do they know that?
Some of them do.
We killed the ones that witnessed.
That's true. Did she tell anyone, though?
A young black dragon has a CR of 7.
Hold on, can I have some of these chips?
Sure. So that would make it equal to 4 level 7 adventurers.
That's pretty high.
So you guys could fight a young black dragon, but it would be equal to your party, pretty much.
At the moment.
That seems a little OP. We'll have to look into that. Maybe we'll hash something out.
All right, so
I could make her a young black dragon with the minimum HP.
all right, it's currently 9:00.
Let's jump. Aim for
So
the
we need to get in the dungeon.
yes.
Outside of going down, I don't see a whole lot of advantage of going up.
Yeah.
Up, well, at least in this one tower, wasn't really impressive. Although Riesmir is supposed to be up here somewhere.
True.
Resmir would be, and Snapjaw would have pointed it out. The inner keep is here. It's the dungeon. Second level of the keep
I was gonna ask, did we
The
catch
observatory
each other up on what
is
we've
the top
been
level of the
doing?
keep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you told us about the guards in that area that you walked through then?
So the observatory is 60 feet up, level with the top of this tower. I mean, there's windows, and there is a wall here. So if you really wanted to, you could access the top of the keep from the roof of the Great Hall.
All right, so we need to decide: is this a heist or an assassination?
Well, let's say both.
I think we need to talk with What's His Bucket first, and then make our decision based off of
Who's
that.
what's here?
Yeah, what's his bucket?
Resmir?
Osborough Joss,
Sorry, yeah, that's
Oh,
fine.
yeah,
the
Joss.
Red Wizard of Thay. You guys return to
Oh,
your
yeah.
chamber with the rest of your party settling in. Someone has delivered mattresses.
Thank goodness.
But you begin to settle in. Oh, besides, you guys would have your own mattresses in your travel packs.
Sleeping bags.
I want a new mattress in my new room.
As the sun begins to go down, you guys hear a drum emanating from over by the this place. What's it called?
The very
Be something.
Barbican. The Barbican. You hear a big drum emanating from the Barbican. Snapjaw says, "Oh, that signifies the changing of the guard.
Ooh, that's important.
The time is coming soon to retire for the night."
What happened? What was the signal for the changing of the guard?
Big
A
drums
drum
coming
beat from the Barbican.
All right, so we talking lizard folk guard or bullywug guard or cultist guard or all the guards?
Holy Lord. No, all of them.
Yeah,
Well,
all the guards.
shouldn't it be Bullywug? Because it's like.
But for the most part, the bullywugs have run of the castle. The the lizard folk guard the outside of the castle and go on forays, and the cultists kind of stick to this area of the castle.
Okay.
You've explored the Great Hall. This tower is mostly sleeping quarters. Snapjaw would have told you that this tower, the southeastern one, is also mostly cultists. There's some treasures that what's
All
his
the
name?
really good stuff is down below.
Dralmor keeps certain treasures here in this tower. This tower, for the most part, is Dralmor. He's the elvish warrior who is in charge of the castle in Resmir's absence. The northeast tower belongs to the lizard folk, and Dralmor is trying to teach them metallurgy. There's a forge in the bottom level. This area is where Spattergoo retires for the night.
Oh.
It's 2 stories tall and has dozens and dozens of bullywugs in it. This is a stable area, and this tower is, for the most part, abandoned. The castle uses it as a latrine and a waste pit.
Okay. Good. Yeah, but that's a good way to get big things in, big things out.
Alright.
So now it's just like, are we looking for assassination? Or are we looking for heist?
I think we're here for heist.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
I would prefer the focus to be on heist before it is on murder, just because of what happened the last time.
As you guys settle in for the night, you hear a soft knock on the door, and in enters Osborough Joss. And he says, it's important that we not be overheard. Let's go somewhere private. And we will stop there for the night and pick up next week with a conversation with Osborough Joss.
Perfect.
4K.
Para que todos estén incluidos.
Everyone can take long rests.
Yay!
Because Osborough could have come at like 2 in the morning.
Well, am I going to be able to play next time? What is my HP? Again, I forgot.
So,
What? Did you erase it?
Yeah, what's my HP?
It was 30 something.
Wasn't it 36?
That sounds right.
No.
32? Wasn't it 32?
It was 32.
Boom. Yeah,
It's 35 if you snap my snacks.
I did. But you said it went away after I rested.
It is true.
I love that ability. That's so fun.
Wait,
That's so fun.
if you get 3 snacks, does that give you +9 until you rest?
Morgrim doesn't trust the ability.
No, he does not.
I know. I
So
miss him so
suspicious.
much. The constant argument over my baked goods. No one challenges me now. Keeps me humble.
Not gonna say that joke has leaked into our out of D&D life, but it has.
Don't trust the trail mix. I love it. I love that he does that. The funny thing is, he's only doing it to get back at me for murdering everyone.
How did you murder